Yo, what is going on guys? My name is TheJackSilkstone. So, in today's video we are going to be discussing the future of Thorpe Park's joint longest reigning horror maze, Saw Alive. Now, as I'm sure many of you are aware, the future of this maze has been a popular area of discussion throughout the years. It often comes up around Fright Nights kind of time, where everyone's speculating if it will return the next year and if it's safe to operate anymore. But this year, this discussion has been more prevalent than ever due to a number of strange happenings that have been going on around this maze and other things in the park. But just before we get into all of that, we're going to take a look right back to the beginning of Saw Alive's life to take a look at how it came to be. So, a fun little fact that some of you might not know is that Saw Alive is actually located on a boat, which is basically just moored up next to the Thorpe Park Island. And before this boat was renovated to become Saw Alive, it was known as the Thorpe Bell. And because it is a boat, the Thorpe Bell hasn't always been at this particular location where Saw Alive is. It's been moored up at various points around the island throughout its life. And after the success of Saw the Ride, which opened in 2009, Thorpe Park wanted to continue the Saw franchise at the park, and in 2010 they renovated the Thorpe Bell to become the permanent horror maze Saw Alive.
So you thought the games were over? They've only just begun.
New for 2010, Saw Alive, the world's most extreme live-action horror maze, and Saw the Ride at Thorpe Park.
And although the permanent aspect of this maze didn't last very long at all, it has returned to every single Fright Nights event at the park since it opened in 2010. And as I mentioned, this does make Saw Alive the joint longest reigning horror maze at the Thorpe Park Resort, matched only by the legendary Asylum. If Saw Alive is to return at this year's Fright Nights event, then it will take the record as the longest reigning horror maze, but we are going to discuss the possibility of Saw Alive returning for this year's Fright Nights event right now. Now, as I mentioned, due to the fact Saw Alive is located on a boat, there are always rumours flying around that it's sinking and it's no longer safe and they're going to close it the following year. And just as always, these rumours were popping up around Fright Nights 2018. No one really thought anything of it because, as I said, these rumours are literally popping up every single year. We started noticing the more major stuff, however, once the park reopened for the 2019 season. And one of the first things that enthusiasts started to notice was the fact that Saw Alive had had its entrance boards completely removed and stripped away from the queue line entrance. As well as this, there had seemed to be more effort than normal being put into cordoning off the maze and that general area. So this kind of got people like wondering, like, why would they bother removing these queue boards if it's just gonna come back for Fright Nights again, because normally those boards are just left up all year. However, the biggest evidence that we have since got as to the uncertainty of Saw Alive's future lies in the Billy dolls that were previously located within the Saw Alive maze. Now, if you have experienced Saw Alive, then you may know that there are two Billy dolls from the Saw films located within the maze. The first of which is located in the photo room, which is like the first room you go into on the boat before the maze properly begins. And the second one is a bit harder to spot, but it was in the electrical room behind one of the chain link fences. And I do say these dolls were in Saw Alive, and that is because they are no longer located within Saw Alive. That's right, since the beginning of the 2019 season, these dolls have been moved to a different location on park. If you've been watching my vlogs, or if you've been to Thorpe Park this season, you might know exactly where. They have been moved into the Saw the Ride building. The first of which is the one that was previously located within the electrical room. That doll has now been moved to the bottom of the stairs in the Saw building. You see it as soon as you go into the first corridor. And the second, the one that was previously in the photo room in Saw Alive, has been moved to the station of Saw the Ride, literally overlooking where you get onto Saw the Ride cars. And this, just like with the signs, leads us to the question, why on earth would they do this if they were planning on bringing Saw Alive back for Fright Nights? Like, obviously it's cool to add new theming to Saw the Ride and the dolls look fantastic. However, they've never done this in the past, so why would they do it now? So yeah, for those reasons, in my opinion, I think it's becoming more and more unlikely that we will see Saw Alive return for this year's Fright Nights, which I do think is a shame because it is a fantastic maze. The Castaways utilise that space so well, they're brilliant in there. This obviously is complete speculation. Let me know your opinion down in the comments below. I'll be very interested to hear what you guys have to say about this. And yeah, we will have to wait and see what happens with Saw Alive as we do move closer and closer towards Fright Nights. It's really not long to go now, so if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so because I will be updating you guys on everything Fright Nights related as soon as it happens. So yeah, be sure to subscribe with notifications on. And yeah, leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. And otherwise, thank you very, very much for watching, guys. My name is TheJackSilkstone. Goodbye.